Hey, this is Troy from SER Team and the WTMI minicast, where there is always way too much information. Today I want to talk about how to apply critical thinking to the vast amount of information that we've got access to every day. The majority of things that we see in clickbait headlines, or at least hyperbole-laden headlines if I'm being polite, are either opinion or data that is designed to elicit an emotion, and specifically they're designed to get our attention so it can be sold on. If you want to know more about that, see my video on value exchange. So much of the discourse that follows from these stories refers to facts or lies or fake news. A couple of years ago, I made the conscious decision to stop using the words facts and lies, and instead I just use the word data. And for data to have meaning, it needs two things: source and context. Taking the time to look at not just the data, but also the source and the context of the data can give you a much richer understanding of what's actually being said. Here's an example. Someone writes a story with the headline, "The sky is black." I can already hear some of you reaching for Twitter to denounce me as some kind of a fraud and shouting in all caps, "Fake news! Lies!" But if we look at the statement, "The sky is black," we need to apply both source and context. If the statement relates to the sky at nighttime, context, then the statement makes sense. Equally, if the statement was made by a non-sighted person, the statement makes sense. And yes, I am assuming that a non-sighted person has a concept of black. The next time you read something that seems unlikely or outrageous, like "We're doing 100,000 COVID tests a day in the UK," or "Bitcoin price easily to go to $50,000 by the end of the year," or "We've had the best performing stock market in history," take a moment, step back, and ask yourself for the source and the context for each. What was the context in which the tests were conducted? And who provided the reporting? On which cryptocurrency exchange is this $50,000 price likely to happen? Who's making the prediction? And what self-interest might they have? And how are you defining best performing stock market? What metrics are being evaluated? In what period of time do you mean when you say in history? Oh yes, and what's the source of these figures? Critical thinking, it's hard work. I get it. But if you do it right, you will save yourself all manner of head-exploding emojis, blood pressure medications, and possibly even the need to retract tweets. This is Troy from the WTMI minicast. Be sure and catch all my great content. Read Inside Blockchain on cryptoam.io on Tuesdays. Listen to more WTMI minicast on Wednesdays. And watch the Business and Blockchain video series on Thursdays. Thanks for tuning in.